Hey, it's Persephone. Welcome back to the Underworld. So today we're gonna keep draining the basement out. Pretty much, main goal is to finish up the basement as soon as possible, and then as soon as that's done, I can get started gathering materials for the big city project. So let's get to it. Hello, Seth. Hello, hello, hello. That's fine, that's fine. Welcome anyways, I hope you're well. Enjoy your chores. I feel that I should probably do some chores, but it's fine. What do I need to do right now? Like, I'll sleep real quick. I'll go check on the farms. What now? Okay. No. Alright. Did some offline stuff yesterday, just finished putting that. Got all the glass done to get that done. He's looking good. Okay. And then I set it up so it's easier for me to do this farm, just so I can reach things better. And then I also added another hopper minecart up here to make things go just a bit faster. At least collection-wise. They're doing their thing. That's the gist of it, though. That's getting ready to harvest soon as well. Alright. Yeah, let me just get back to placing gravel, essentially. Alright, here we go. so I already have this one started. Okay. If we could somehow finish draining the basement today, I think I'll be happy with it. That'll be good progress. Ooh, hiccup. Three, four. So here, go again. I should get Undertale. I've seen a lot of playthroughs of it, and I've seen, like... God, I used to watch all the comic dubs and stuff on YouTube, but I never actually got to play it myself. I think it'd be a fun time. I don't necessarily want to kill everybody, but I do want to try a Sans fight. I want to see how I'd do. if I could pull it off, or if I'd rage quit, because I'd probably rage quit. Get some air. Yeah, that's one I've always wanted. Undertale's one I've always wanted to play, I think. It's Undertale. I'm gonna try to get Terraria eventually as well. Because I used to play that on my iPad. I think I still have it on my iPad too. I think I only ever got into hard mode like once. It was just... Always loved it though. Hello, you've escaped. I'm afraid that's not allowed. So that... And we're over here now. Okay. Jeez, my throat's like all thick. Is it because I drank milk earlier? Maybe. Mayhaps. It's fine. It'll clear up eventually. Let me just head down the line. I wonder if Toby Fox knew what kind of a chokehold the Undertale soundtrack would have on this generation. Because I think it is by far my favorite video game soundtrack. Like, ever. I just love it so much. Do a little sprint, make sure you don't pop up. There we go. Now we just place some more. At least I don't have to drop it from the air like I did when I was draining the ocean monument. That was a fun time. Very, very stressful. God, in my last world I almost died multiple times draining the ocean monument because I'd fall in. One time I fell in with my elytra on and not a chest plate, and I think I dropped down to like 2 hearts. If I hadn't, I ended up getting a dolphin. The dolphin literally saved my whole ass. If that dolphin hadn't appeared when it did, I would have died. Wholly and entirely. Just not, yeah. I wouldn't have even had to wait for the fall damage to come. Would have been bad. And the other time, I was wearing my chest plate, but I got stuck anyways. I was like, because the issue was there was a lot of kelp everywhere. And so when you were dropping, you can't drop like gravel or sand onto kelp because it'll break. Like, it breaks it as if it's like a torch, right? So I was trying so hard to like, just like drain it out, but I couldn't because there was kelp in the way. So I had to drop down to break the kelp. I eventually ended up, fuck you. I eventually ended up, shit. Welcome to the struggle bus. Okay. Easy, easy, easy. There we go. Yeah. I eventually ended up, using an invis pot and going in with just boots and my helmet on. And like a water breathing potion. And I went in like that. And, broke everything. but it was very, very stressful at the time. Spent the whole time, like, I was so worried the whole time too. I was like, what if in the test world it was a fluke? What if, which it wasn't. I did like multiple, like, well, not extensive tests, but like I tested it enough to know it was like safe for me to do that. But there's always that thought of like, but what if it isn't, right? But yeah, it ended up working out. God, and I'd finally done it, and I got the sponges too, and I was so ready. And then I died, and I never got to use it. First time getting sponges, and I didn't even God, I don't even remember if I got the chance to like dry them. And I was only able to get 2 sponges because there were magma blocks in the bottom of the right wing of it. Maybe it was the left wing. When you're facing the monument dead on, it was the left wing. I just had everything set up at the back. But it was the left wing of the monument, and there was magma in the bottom of it. So it ended up being that what's it called? The Elder Guardian on that side like died way early on. So I didn't get to fight that one. So I only got 2 because I got him from the other ones, and then yeah, it was very, very disappointing endeavor. Fuck off. You're not wanted. Thank you. And now I have to get air. Because you stopped my... Excuse me, you threw off my groove. God, throwback to band class, when at the end of the year we were allowed to, like, pick a movie to watch all together, and it was between Kronk's New Groove and the B movie, and they ended up picking the B movie. I was so upset. Kronk's New Groove and Emperor's New Groove are literally iconic movies, and if you don't like those movies, I don't trust you. They're so good. They're such good movies. And they deserve respect. God, yeah, those movies are awesome, man. I should watch them again soon. Those 2 movies are my childhood movies. My comfort movie is How to Train Your Dragon. I could talk about How to Train Your Dragon for fucking ever. Man, that movie is so good. There's a period, freshman year, I think? Yeah, there was a period in freshman year where I watched it like 3 times a day. Because I liked it, and it was nice to have like on in the background. I can quote the majority of that movie. Like, if I'm watching it, I can quote pretty much word for word what it's saying. And then there's also the, if I'm listening to the soundtrack, I can almost picture the movie exactly how it's like going, depending on what song is playing. Because I used to listen to the soundtrack to study. I haven't done that one in a while, but I used to listen to the soundtrack to study because it's my favorite movie soundtrack, and it's so good. It's so good, man. Actually, like, I'm really into a fandom when I start dabbling into the fan fiction side of things. If I start following tags on Tumblr, you know that it's a good fandom for me. So it was, yeah. I think the very, very, very first fandom that I I dabbled in a fan fiction for was Fairy Tail, actually, like the anime Fairy Tail. And yeah, it was. I wanted, because I really shipped Nalu, but I was like, there's nothing going on in the show itself. And so I went to fan fiction for the first time because I was like, it exists somewhere, right? And that's how I got into fan fiction at the ripe old age of 10. Oh my god. It was good. And I used to love it. I would read it as much as I could too. It was so good. Yeah. There was one fic I managed to actually, like, I went back and started looking at them because I didn't even read them. I didn't start reading on AO3 till like 2-ish years later. Yeah, it was like 2 years later that I actually started reading on AO3 because I made my first adventure into Nalu fanfiction on fanfiction.net. Not even Wattpad. It was fanfic.net. Oh man. And then I ended up, yeah. Actually, I went back to look at some of them this year because both my siblings and we all read fan fiction nowadays because it's good content. And so yeah, and it's interesting to see like specifically what kinds of fan fiction we each read because it kind of explains our personalities, I feel, at least a little bit. So like you have my next, so the sibling that's above me in age, my older sibling, is they like to read super sad things. They like their angst with a happy ending and their character bashing. And my oldest sibling and I, we both think that's very weird because the two of us really like our like angst with a happy ending stuff. My oldest sibling prefers like physical wump angst with a happy ending stuff. I like my fanfiction.net over Wattpad any day, but AO3 reigns supreme. Facts. Dude, the instant I had a tag system, I was like, oh, a worm. I physically can't read on fanfiction.net anymore. Because I got back into my fairy tale phase a little bit recently. And ended up reading on, like, and I wanted to read Nalu fanfiction again. That's why I ended up going back to look for it, because I was like, you know what, I haven't read this in a while. I managed to find the old, not even it was like a collection of stories. Like you couldn't like tag search anything. Like it was very hard to tag search anything. Especially compared to AO3. AO3 is like a fucking godsend with the tag system. But you can't like on FFN you kind of have a tag system, barely. And so I was able to find the like collection of stories that I used to read, and I was like specifically searching for like different ones, and I managed to find some of the ones that I used to read, and they are so much worse than I remember them to be. I was so surprised. I was like, oh man. Like some of them are from like 2012, I think. Some of them were published in 2012 and then literally got updated when quarantine started, and I was like, that's so funny. Yeah, but they were so much worse than I remember. I remember them being so much better originally. Oh my god. Yeah, where was I? Right, sibling. So we all read fanfiction. So older sibling me reads like super sad things. They like their super like sad endings and their character bashing. I like my oldest sibling likes physical hurt comfort and like big wump. They like they like watching their characters get beat the fuck up and then comforted by their significant other, is their style of things. And then I like my angst with a happy ending, but it's... My mother's texting me, 1 second. Yes. Okay. I have a doctor's appointment. She's reminding me so I don't forget. Yeah. So we have sad ending, physical hurt comfort, and then I like my angst with a happy ending, but it's all insecurity fics. So it's like the character hates themselves, and then they like have people like, yeah, it's so good. It's so good. Oh man. Yeah. I don't know. Something about insecurity, angst of the happy ending just hits so good. I think it's why I like the SBI like it's why I like the SBI foster care AUs so much. Cause it's always so perfect. Like there's one, oh man, it's a 49K fic that I read in like a morning. It took me like I went like 3 hours one morning to read it. And I kid you not, I was like sobbing by the end of it. It was so good. I was like bawling my eyes out. And it's like, oh, what is it? Take this compass, follow it home? Or something like that. Something similar. The series is called Encompass Me, I think. But it's so good. It was such a good fic. Oh man. I love that fic so much. I've reread it a few times since. It's also Diaspora's Blue is a really, really good one. Anything by Dr. Hair 76 also has really, really good fan fiction. Because I'm pretty sure they're the one that does Icing Those Hurts, the like figure skater AU series. Oh, so good. Literal crack. It's so good. I get people are like, what are you reading? And I'm like, don't worry about it. I ain't even worried about it. Yeah. I think fanfiction has ruined me for physical books, because I need tags now. Because the thing is, like, I like specific cliches, right? Because I like, you know, I'm like, oh, this book has too many, like, I'm tired of cliches in books, but I want the specific story told multiple times, just slightly to the left, every single time. So good. It's why I like that AO3 has the like works inspired by this at the end of every story, because I'm like, yes, so good. Also like, I'm a sucker for the superhero AUs as well. SBI superhero AUs just kind of hit different. And Home Again by Teeth Eater is a very, very good. I big recommend on that one. That one's very good too. I like my angst of the happy ending found family fix. I saw this tweet. Oh my god, there was a tweet that just came up in my feed the other day. I didn't follow this person at all. And it just came up in my feed the other day and it was like, oh, you're Aerospec? Let me guess, your favorite tags are found family, hurt, comfort, childhood, best friends to lovers. And I was like, god damn, get out of my head. I did not ask to get called out like that. And I was like eating dinner with my family too when I saw it, and I was like, oh, okay, sure, Jan. Go on, expose my flaws like that. I'm just a sucker. Oh, I was one too high. There we go. Yeah, I'm just a sucker. Good fan content is just so, like, I fan content just hits different, okay? It's so good. I was like, yeah, because I read, it's when I start reading fan fiction for it that you know I'm like in deep in a fandom. Just because it's like, you know, I'm reading fan fiction for it. That means I like the characters enough. I love it when people could give fic recs because I personally I forget them the moment I finish them. That's such a vibe. I'll like sometimes I want to like look back at one and then I have to like search desperately for it. I like SBI vampire AUs are also very, very good. I'll have to go try to find those again. Because that's one of the ones I've had to like hunt for. Another one I had to hunt for is this hybrid AU. I'm pretty sure it's by Dr. Hair 76. I'm pretty sure it's another one of those, but it's a hybrid AU where Tommy's hiding that he's a hybrid, and it's so good. Oh, that fic has my soul. It's so good. 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is where we're at. It's so good though. God, I've reread that fic at least a dozen times. It's so good. It's so good. It's that one in Diasporus Blue that I read like, oh, I can read those fics over and over again. And Icing Those Hurts I've read through multiple times as well. It's just, it's really good, you know? Yeah. I'm trying to think. So I had my first endeavor into fan fiction with Fairy Tail Nalu fics. God, I remember, dude, way back when I was 10, things were still, first of all, smut was still called lemons, which was weird. Had to learn that one the hard way, unfortunately. AO3 usernames are always so funny. Facts. That's facts. Alright, let's see. So that's the full one, so we could go here. Yeah, I unfortunately had to learn about that the hard way, but it's fine. And then yeah, but on the other side of things, something that held the Fairy Tail fandom by a fucking chokehold were the Lizana angst fics, where it was like, oh, Lizana comes back and then replaces her, and I ate that shit so hard. I loved those fics so much. Oh my god, I loved those fics so much. It was so funny. I ate that shit. I was like, and then she runs away, gets stronger, and I'm like, oh god. Yeah. And then it was, geez, what got me into AO3? I'm trying to remember what exactly relationships I was looking for that managed to get me onto AO3. Oh my god, was it Prinziety? Was it that phase? Oh god, I think it might have been that phase. Yikes, man. Yikes. Oh god, don't even talk to me about my Sandersides phase. I still like it. It's a very good thing. I mean my, when I shipped the characters Sandersides phase. I don't want to talk about that. We're gonna ignore that one a little bit, actually. Yeah, that was one of them. That was the one that got me on the AO3, I'm pretty sure. And then I was in my Marvel phase. I really fucking loved the, Iron Dad tag. That was the one I read the most, I think. I think I still have those tags, open. I have tabs with that open still on my phone, I'm pretty sure. It was that, and then, god, I can literally look through my tags and reveal to you exactly what, I can reveal to you exactly what ended up getting made there. Hold on, I will look right now. I will literally look right now. Because it's funny to me. I can literally, so we can watch my fandom devolve as I look through my, how many tabs do I have open? I don't know. It's fine. So yeah, so we have my, we have my Iron Dad fix that I was into for 2 years at least. There's some Steven Universe in there. I got back into Fairy Tail for a bit. I tried to find some AO3 tags with it. And then you have my my Miraculous Ladybug phase. And then my my Avatar: The Last Airbender phase. And then Star vs. the Force of Evil. And then you have my How to Train Your Dragon phase. By the way, the Iron Dad fics date back to 7th grade, I think. It's probably 7th grade is when those were around. Then the How to Train Your Dragon was when I was a freshman. And then I was in my Merlin phase. And then another Avatar phase. Umbrella Academy after that. You are so brave. I do not even want to know what the fuck I used to read. Facts. Honestly, facts. And then we get into my Dream SMP phase. And I have I kid you not, let me count. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18... 19, yeah, I have 19 current DSMP tags, like different stories and different like tags that I'm looking through. 19 different tabs, and then all of which I check mildly frequently because I'm waiting for updates on like at least 5 of those. More than that, I'm waiting on updates on like 10 of those. One of them I have open to a specific author that I like a lot. Yeah, but then after the Dream SMP stuff, I get into My Hero Academia. And then as the most recent is Stranger Things. So there you go. That's those are my tags. I think I have like 55 tabs open right now. But there you go. That is the current. Those are the fics that I have open right now. I haven't checked on the Marvel ones in like 2 years though. It's whack. Yeah, I don't know. Fanfiction just hits good. I really. It's just nice. It's nice to be able to read specific. Like you have characters that you really love, and then you're able to read like very specific things about them. You can put them in whatever situation you want. And AO3 lets you like filter it to be exactly what you need, and you're just like, yes, yes. All right, let's do this. AO3 gives me too much power. By the way, all of those were AO3. There's one fanfiction.net tab open, and that is from when I was looking back at old Nalu fics that I used to read. Oh man, it's so it's very funny. I think, just like, I don't know. I think it's cool. I think if people start making fan fiction about your stuff, I think that's when you should start being like super proud of it, because that means that you made something that people love the characters enough. That means you made really good characters that people care about. Typically, that or they like. You made characters that people want to fuck. Either way, you did something to make people like attached to your story, and I think that's something very cool. If I ever make something cool, I really want to have like eventually I want to try to get a fan base that'll make like fan fiction for it, because I think that means that you've made something so cool that like impacts people and stuff. I don't know. I think it's neat. It's just an interesting thing, I guess. I don't get why. One thing I don't get is why people like feel embarrassed about reading fanfiction. I openly admit it at this point. I don't care enough to like not, cause like I'm not reading smut. I don't like to read smut. Like it's weird. First of all, a lot of the things that I like have minors as the main characters, so I think it's weird. And second of all, like it's just I don't know. It's not my thing. It's not my style. I like my found family stories, so I don't feel a reason to be like ashamed of it, I guess. I don't know. And you have my oldest sibling who openly admits to reading smut often, and I'm just like, nice. Congrats. Go on, I guess. Pop off. Which is funny, because they're the one that's asexual. They're like I think they're, I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're demi though, so it's, I guess, I don't know. I mean, there's always the stereotype of, I don't know, only fictional characters are attractive, so could be that too. That's funny. Like, I don't know. I stopped reading, it's funny, because I got into fanfiction because I wanted, like, specific character relationships and stuff. But I don't read anything like with romantic ships like pretty much ever anymore. That's interesting. I'll read the odd My Hero Academia one will be like relationship centered, but I've always been centered around the like found family trope. There might be like side things, but it's always been the I choose you. I choose to love you for you, and I'm like, oh, every time. It's either that or you get hit with the especially since I read like the insecurity angst stuff. It's either it's either the I choose you, or it's the you can't like me, I don't even like me, and it just hits every single time. Or it's the ones where, oh, they only like me when I'm like this. Like, and then the realization of that specifically, and I'm just like, every time, it fucking slays, man. So good. It's my favorite trope. It's like the, I hate cliches, I don't want to read the same thing over and over again. and then the trope that you really like. It's that type beat. I don't know. Sometimes it hits good. Insecurity angst hits so good. And I can't even begin to explain why. Does it maybe mean I have some kind of underlying issue? Who knows? Not me. Bonk. There we go. Try not to get jumped by a creeper while I'm wearing an elytra. That'll be embarrassing. Oops, I wanted that there. It's fine. Solid. Is this... I feel like I didn't put it on shuffle again. I didn't. It's fine. I was like, that doesn't normally happen where they fall one right after the other. Oops. It's fine. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. It's like, it doesn't normally sound like... It doesn't normally, like, happen to go exactly in order. I ain't even worried. It's fine. I think we made decent progress, though. Yesterday and today, we're looking pretty tight. Bonk, bonk, bonk. You know what, another thing that people are, like, for some reason afraid to admit that they, like, enjoy? Why is Tumblr something that's, like, forbidden in, like, regular, quote, regular society? Like, no one ever wants to say that they have, like, a Tumblr account. I don't understand why. 'Cause they're, like, I think Tumblr is a fine place, you know? Maybe I'm just, like, forcibly putting myself, like, on the right side of things, but... I don't know. I've never really, like, had issues with it before. Especially, like, you could get, like, super detailed, like, analysis of your, of stuff that you enjoy. Like, isn't that awesome? I'd think more people would like it. Given, like, you know, the stuff you can, like, the content it provides. Like, you get cool things like Ask blogs. Why are Ask blogs, like, so fucking tight? I wonder who started that, because those are always banging. Never once have. Well, there's probably some out there that are like iffy, but I've yet to come across an Ask blog that isn't good. Like, that isn't a fun time to read through. Kind of miss Tumblr. I should go back to it. Yeah, see, exactly. It's nice. I have good times there. I've been following the like Byler analysis tag for Stranger Things. And it's high key, really like interesting. Because people are like, this is like, I'm learning a lot about like narrative structure and character arcs, specifically from Tumblr, because a lot of people are like, oh yeah, this is how this needs to go thematically in order for any of the character arcs to make sense. And I'm like, nice! Continue, tell me more. I'm reading like 1,000-word analyses like every day just to see, just to like figure out what people are talking about. And I'm like, this is very interesting. Whoa. Like, there's this one person who's done like 12 parts of like really, really long analysis of the lighting specifically of different scenes to like show, and how it like shows what different, like how different characters are like handling things and stuff, and like their relationships to each other. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I never would have learned about this before otherwise. I never would have guessed. Like, I never would have known about this. What the heck? That's very cool. Maybe English teachers have a reason for telling us to like look into things as much as they do, you know? I don't know. I think it's very cool. A lot of people, listen, Tumblr people are actually like very smart. I think it's very interesting. Because I've never been much like, I really like analysis just because like I can like learn a lot about, you can learn a lot about something from watching other people like analyze it and stuff. I think it's why I like game theory and film theory so much. Because it's so interesting to watch people like go to town on something that you enjoy and see like how different things look to them. It's just very cool. It's super cool, and I don't know, it's nice. I wouldn't have access to nearly as much of it without Tumblr too. Tumblr's a real one, you know? I don't know, it's good, it's tight. Alright. Cool. We're getting there. I want to see if I can get to the point where we're just digging out stone by the end of the day. I love analyzing like that, but I do think that the Stranger Things fandoms gives a bit too much credit to the Duffer Brothers. Facts. I think, but like, have you seen the videos where like they're talking? Like they didn't just forget Will's birthday. Facts. That's a good point. I do really like how, but like, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's this one interview, like there's a bunch of GIFs of the interviews that they've done with like the costume designers, where the costume designers like talk like in extensive detail about how they like put the costumes together, and it's so cool. But yeah, the Duffer Brothers, I think we give them a little too much credit, definitely. But I think it's very interesting. It's interesting nonetheless. Yeah, you're kind of right about that one. Not gonna lie, you kind of have a point there. It's fine. Yeah, how did they forget their character? Like, they intentionally, like, put that in there, and then suddenly they're like, you know, it's whack. That's been an angst point in a lot of the fics I've read. He's like, you forgot my birthday, and I'm like, oh shit, they forgot your birthday? Even though I've known about that since before I even watched season 4. Oh, man. Dude, there's this one. I've also been on the Stranger Things side of TikTok recently. It's just really, it's funny. First of all, it's funny, and I like all like the stuff they do with it and stuff. But it's very, yeah, it's very funny. And my sibling showed me one where it was like Steve, if Steve got Vecna'd, and they were like just talking. Oh man, and it was like he's talking about like everything that happened with Nancy. It's like, yeah, this guy took pictures of her, and then she dumped me for him. She got with picture going. Makes me think about what the show would be like if these Tumblr analysis people made the show. Facts. Oh my god. Could you imagine? It would be so good. It would be so, like, as a show, that would be so good, dude. Oh god. That'd be so good. Oh man, could you imagine if we had Tumblr analysis people make TV shows? Dude, I wish. That sounds literally amazing. I've never heard anything better than that. Oh, that sounds so good. God, could you imagine the shit they'd be able to pull off? Dude. The thematic, like, everything. Oh my god. That's so good. That's so good. Oh, I wish. We should Netflix get on that. Hire some of the Tumblr analyzers, because I think they really got they know what they're doing. They understand. That'd be so cool. That'd be really cool. Like, I want to get into making like a story, like a longer story. I have to, because I'm taking a creative writing course next semester. It's gonna be really cool. We have to write a novel in a month is the goal, because we have to do NaNoWriMo. It doesn't have to be polished or anything. It doesn't even have to be good, but you gotta get 50k words down before the end of the month. So it's gonna be very interesting. But I'd love to make something that has like impact like that, where like you think about how everything ties in and the representation of everything. I think I'm definitely gonna steal that one headcanon that the Dream SMP fans came up with. That's like what is it? How does it go? It's that because something I've always wanted to like work with something with that like idea, because I've seen a lot of people do like, oh yeah, Tommy would have butterflies following him around because butterflies are attracted to corpses, and I'm like, oh, because I've always wanted to try something like that, because I feel like that's such a cool idea, and I want to try to make that like an established thing within my story. But I don't know. I have a vague idea of how it's gonna look already, just because, like, you know, I need to know, because I have to write 50k words in a month, so it would kind of help to like know about things. What you doing, fam? Henry and Poppy, they're doing okay. We got these boys over here doing their thing. They're just swimming in circles, as they do. Yeah. But watching people like talk about things they enjoy is something that I've always loved. So when people do analysis stuff, even if it's like they're giving too much credit, I've always enjoyed it, just because I'm like, oh yeah, you like this thing, and you're putting so much effort into making this thing like trying to portray this thing as cool as it looks in your head, and I think it's very neat. All right. Let's finish this out, shall we? Let's deal with this mess first. We should be reaching that this time around. Yeah, I don't know. It's very cool. I like the idea of that like everything has like some level of significance when it comes to like what writers put into their stories. Even though I know it's probably not the case, as someone who's written things myself, not everything tends to have meaning behind it. Sometimes it's just like, yeah, I like this, so it's gonna look like that. But I don't know. It's always been cool to see like what people interpret things as. And like, it's even cooler when people are right about it. It's very, very interesting. There we go. Okay. There we go, up. Catch some air. Turn on the air bubble. Once it pops, we go up to the surface. It's fine. Okay. I think this is 4 up. Should be. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Okay. Ooh. Oh! Didn't even put pressure on my neck for that one. That just came naturally, baby. This thing just hits as well. Like I said earlier, this soundtrack just has a chokehold, utter chokehold on everything. Weird anti-intellectualism where people shit on especially literary analysis. Yeah, good examples of that. Maybe the curtains are blue because the author likes blue meat. If you've seen it, I have seen it. Oops, forgot about that. Ugh. But yes, I have seen that. That's kind of the one I was referencing, actually. Analysis is good. I like reading analysis. It's very interesting. I think it's very cool to see. Like I said, I think it's cool to see what people come up with. I just know I'm not smart enough to be good at analysis like that. And so it's like maybe the people who shit on it just can't do it good. maybe that's the issue. Or they don't like what the person is, like the person who's doing the analysis. Maybe they don't like what they're pointing out. Because you always see just like the coolest things when people, like the person I was talking about earlier who was pointing all this stuff out about the lighting and how like lighting shifts when you have different perspectives. Going back to the topic you were talking about like 5 minutes ago, I was folding laundry. Yeah, that's valid, don't worry about it. I got you. I don't always remember what I say on stream, but I remember some things. Had to do me like that, huh? Yeah. It's like, it's very cool to see what people talk about, because it's like, it's an interesting thing. Ooh. Sorry, I'm checking Discord because I got a notification for it. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Anyways, actually back to playing. Yeah. So it's, analysis I think is very cool. I can't do it good, because it's, like, hard for me to, like, see things the way other people do. Like, other people I feel like are super smart when it comes to things like that, and I don't really have that, like, that level of intelligence, I guess I could say. It's very, like, because like, the person, right, this is where I was going to take my point earlier. The person who was talking about lighting on Tumblr, it was very interesting because they were, like, I think I came across them on, like, part 6, and they had, like, 12 slots ready to go, and I was like, nice. Because they were talking about how lighting will change depending on the perspective. And, like, one of the things they pointed out was that when Mike and Eleven are having their fight during, like, I want to say episode 3 of the new season, they, like, took a bunch of screenshots, and it shows that, like, for, depending on whose, like, quote, perspective it is, because it'll be, like, whoever it's showing and whoever's, like, looking at who and stuff. So, when we're looking at Eleven's perspective, she herself has, like, she has natural light on her face and stuff, and Mike is also lit up, and it displays, like, how she feels about him a little bit, potentially, if we want to think that they put thought into the lighting, like they might have. Which, like, I feel like the set people might be, like, in depth enough for that, considering the interviews I've seen of, like, when they're talking about like the costume design, because it's so detailed, it's so cool, man. But it's that one, and then, but it shows, so when it's from, like, Eleven's perspective, both of them have light on their faces, and that could potentially display how it, like, how she's in love with him, but when it's his perspective, you can't see her face, and so you can't see the light that's, like, shining directly on her, so it looks like she's almost in the dark, and it's super interesting to see that. And I was like, wow, I've never thought about lighting like that before. Like, I would never think to look in depth like that at all. And it's so cool that they were able to, like, point stuff like that out, because I'm like, wow, that's very interesting. And you have, like, differences in, like, how people are lit up depending on whose perspective it is, and that can display different relationships and how they feel about each other. And I'm like, that's insane. That's literally insane. It's so cool. It was so cool to think about. And God, there's another one. It was the one in the last, it was a screenshot from the last episode when Mike and Will are talking, and there's, like, a beam of light like, pretty much separating them. And the person was talking about that specifically, and they were like, yeah, so the idea is that the light is, like, showing a direct barrier, and Mike is in the dark, but Will is in the light, and it's, like, I think a lot of symbolism and such is difficult to pick up on, I think a lot of symbolism and such is difficult to pick up on unless you've learned about it and the language and terminology surrounding it, so analysis is definitely something you can learn and get better at. Facts. True. True. It's very cool. Yeah, I feel like now that I've, like, seen an analysis of it, I can, like, start looking for things like that. Because there's another, yeah, because the one with when they're in the cabin in the last episode, and there's, like, a beam of light between them, and Mike is in the dark, and Will is in the light, and then someone analyzed that lighting, and then their body language from that. And it was just the coolest thing. It's so interesting to me how people can, like, point things out like that, and I'm like, that's so cool. you're literally a genius. Like, yeah, I don't know. I think it's interesting. Hello, Pops! Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. We're talking, I've been rambling this whole time about different fandoms I'm in, and, like, different analyses I've seen and stuff. I hope you're well, I hope you're well. What have you been up to today? Plonk. Come on, let me... There we go. Yeah. I'm on my laptop, ayo! My Wi-Fi is bad, so delay will still be there. Back to taking off my nails? Aw, Sag. Went out with my sister to town earlier. Ayo! Fun times, fun times. Let me in. Let me in. Fuck. No, I'm stuck. Shit. She didn't let me buy anything? That's so sad. Oh, one of the sheep ate. I was like, what happened? But we've just, I don't know, I rambled about fan fiction and, like, different fandoms I enjoy for, like, an hour. And then, like, talked about, like, different things I've seen, like, the analysis I've seen on Tumblr for a bit. It's very interesting stuff. I should learn how to do it properly, I think. It would be a cool thing. Yeah. In fairness, you're looking for clothes, but I wanted to go get food. Oh, valid. Honestly, me, though. Let Pops have food 2020? Or 2022. You just use this fix writing stuff. I spent like a good 10 minutes thinking, like, talking about different fics that I've read through multiple times because I love them so much. It's whack. So many great Les Mis accounts on Tumblr, at least back in the day at least. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, I think that might have been just barely ahead of my time, I think. I'm, like, relatively new on Tumblr. I'm, like, 3 years, so... That pops up in 2022. She's picking me up soon, so I'll disappear in a second. Ah, gotcha, gotcha. Oh, now I'm going back to my mom since our flooding issue has been fixed. Oh, nice, 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 nice. I missed that, sorry. I was so confused. Sick, yeah. Yes, do send fic, Rex. Send them in the rec channel, just for shits and gigs. Depending on what fandom, actually. What fandom are they? What fandom do you guys like? What are you sharing? Are you into Les Mis? Please say yes. Kind of. Not really. Not in the way that I'm into, like, other things, but, like, I'm a fan. But I'm, like, a very casual fan. I'm a fan of Les Mis the way my dad is a fan of Stranger Things. Les Mis is very good, though. I'm still working on learning some of the songs, but I have the basic bitch songs down, so it's good, yeah. I had a Merlin phase. I did have a Merlin phase. Many great Merlin facts. Facts. I don't know, I haven't really read any that, like, fully stand out to me. There was one, what is it? Evil Overlord Incorporated or something like that? That's a really good one. Never got into much eating right. Yeah, that's valid. I think I started reading fics because I really liked the way the fanon. I liked the fanon characters. I think specifically Fanon Arthur. I really like Fanon Arthur. It's good. It's tight. Yeah, there's one. I want to say it's called Evil Overlord Inc. And it's like 100k words, but it's a very good one. I really liked that one. And there's the good old, oh, what's it? It's one I've read multiple times. I can't remember. Is it called Onfidon? Maybe. Something similar to that, at least. And it's pretty good, though. The Student Prince is a classic from Merlin. And The Wall of Arthur. Oh, interesting. I don't think I've read those two, actually. What are they? Is it on AO3? I should just go into AO3 and just start sorting by kudos to see, like, what the fan classics are. Ooh, this is a good one. What tropes specifically are your favorite ones? How have you not read them? Yes, of course. Okay. Maybe I have read them and I just don't remember the titles, but I don't like recognize the titles that much. They're literally the top bookmarked. Yeah, I always read from like back when I was in my Merlin phase. I read from date updated and then just looked for good ones through there. I recently started sorting by kudos, so I'll start looking at that then. Cuz those do sound like very good fics. Just from title alone, those seem like they're good. LMAO, yeah. The most chaotic way. It truly is. I didn't really, like, know another- it was back when I was a noob. I was still pretty newbie. I only started, like, a few months ago, looking at sorting by kudos. Best decision I've made, honestly. It's always so good. And it helps me, like, when I've read a fic and I want to find it again, typically sorting by kudos can help me find it again because it's always so good. It's good stuff though. I like them a lot. That's heavily into Les Mis. I went through each page from very earliest towards most recent. Yup, that's how I did it with back when I was in my very first Iron Dad phase. Like, God, what is it? What was the tag? I want to say it was Tony Stark as Peter Parker's parental figure. And I read through every single, like, all, back then it still had, like, 2,000. I had that tab open for years. Yup. Yup. Cause then you're looking for all the fics. I read through, I didn't read all of them, but I looked through at least, I want to say it was at 3,000 back when I did it. It's probably closer to like 7,000 now, but it was at 3,000 back when I did it. Oh man. Yep, and then you have the tab open. Yeah, because I was still looking through all of it when I was, oh god. Because I can track it by how many times I read it while on summer vacation. Specific summer vacations, it was like, oh my god, my brother in Christ. You, good lord, are you okay? Jesus, that's so many, dude. Oh my god. Yeah. I think I got to about page 300. Yep, that's about how many I had, I think. And then you, like, refresh it on the newest page every time, like, and you'd go, and the thing is, it was updating so frequently, I could, like, go every night and, like, look through the new ones that got added, and it would be, like, 20 new ones for me to, like, see if I wanted to read. Like, counting backwards. Yep. Oh my goodness gracious. That is excessive, my guy. That is intense. I haven't done anything similar to that since I finished that side of it up, though. I don't know if I'll ever do that again. It was like, oh my god. Jesus. You went through 2,700 pages and you didn't even finish it out? Good golly. Yeah, I lied. That wasn't nearly similar to what mine was like. Mine had 300 total, and I got through all of them. Could have been a hyperfixation. You don't say. You don't say. Really now. Same energy as me looking through, like, bro, I accidentally deleted the tab. No! That's heartbreaking. That is the most heartbreaking. I did that multiple times on accident. It was always just the worst. I have not been diagnosed with anything. Oh, valid, same. I don't think do you have to be diagnosed with something to have hyperfixations? I thought hyperfixation was just like a way to describe an intense liking of something, like more than average. I mean, I'm probably not neurotypical, but like, Nothing, I can't think of something that would apply that would, like, you know, because I'm just not neurotypical. That's all I know. All I really know is that I'm probably not neurotypical, and that's, like, the only information that I have. Because I can't think of... I do things that neurotypicals wouldn't do, but I don't do anything that, like, aligns with a specific diagnosis as far as I've seen. So I don't know. The day I dropped the obsession. That's a vibe. That's a vibe. I think I assumed hyperfixation was specifically neurodivergent ADHD. Okay, yeah. I don't know. It might be. I'm not sure. Who knows? Not me. This is like, I feel like I should talk about this with my oldest sibling, because I feel like they'll do that thing, like 2 summers ago when we were talking, and I was like, I don't know why I have like things that would be considered trauma responses. Like I don't have trauma, and they were like, you think, huh? And they like totally like completely destroyed me, and I was like, oh, maybe I do have trauma then, I guess. I was like, oopsie. You know, it's specifically maladaptive daydreaming is my biggest one, which is a stress response, as far as I'm aware. But like, I don't know. It's like, I apparently, I have a lot of, like, and then I've seen people like talking about like different things. I have many traits about ADHD and autism, but not enough to get flagged for anything in school. Interesting. But you're AFAB though, right? So I'm pretty sure it's harder to get like a diagnosis as when you're AFAB. It took my sibling a while. Like my sibling just got diagnosed with ADHD, and they're like 21. Yes. Their birthday hasn't passed yet. They're 21. So it's like, you know, like they only very recently got their diagnosis, which they probably should have gotten ages ago and just never did. So it could be attributed to that as well. Because, like, we definitely... Listen, looking back, we should have known. Okay? We should have known way sooner. So I just assumed it was only mild or just traits, but not the actual disorder. Gotcha. Yeah. Who knows? I'm not a therapist. I don't know. My entire family is like me a lot too. My dad is very similar to my oldest sibling. Like they are almost like my oldest sibling is almost a carbon copy of my dad, personality wise. Then my other sibling got the looks from my dad, so it's very interesting to see like the way different things line up, I guess. Yeah. It's interesting. I wonder if any studies have been shown to, like, if it's genetic at all. Because I genuinely don't know. So it'd be interesting to find out. Gotta run by. Bye, Soph. Bye, Soph. Enjoy your car trip? You said your mom's driving you home, I think. Yes. See you when you... Have fun. Have fun. Have fun. Enjoy. Get home safe. The only knowledge of ADHD autism I have comes from TikTok too, lol. Yeah. It's the vibe. I don't know. I learned from people who, like, it's either therapists or people who actually have it, so I feel like I have accurate descriptions of it. But who knows? Well, a lot of it's good, but so much is misleading. Yeah. Probably not the best place to find out info. True. It's very, like, it's a whack thing to think about, because, like, I feel like sometimes it feels like something's definitely going on, but other times it's like, you know what, it's probably fine. I'm not worried. If something's going on, something's going on. We find out eventually, you know? I'm not overly, like, concerned, I guess. But I probably have something. I don't think something's at least a little bit. At least a smidgen. But who knows? I'm not overly concerned. I'd be like, I feel like you should be like, it's time to get concerned when it's like interfering with life, which I'm pretty sure is like how they diagnose things anyways. It's like, is it interfering with your day-to-day life? But I don't know. Gotta go for 2 minutes. Okay, yes, do what you need to do. But I'm still here, I'm not leaving. You won't get what you need. You know it's always the same, it's all just a game. If I had it my way, I'd sleep on concrete floor. What you say to me? 'Cause I'm not sure they'd let you off easily. Bonk. Boosh, boosh. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Yeah, not bad progress, though. So I kind of stopped doing this for a while when I, started the Spawn Chunk project, so now that that's finally done, I can, like, actually get back to finishing this up. We're like 5 minutes or longer. Dad wants a chat. That's a vibe. Good luck. It do be like that sometimes. So what do you want to do with your future talk? When you're like driving in a car and he needs a conversation topic? That's the one I get hit with the most, and it always stresses me out every single time. I'm like, bestie, please. I'm a child. Less I have a child, more so I just don't want to think about it yet. Nothing stresses me out more than the idea of my future, but it's fine. People are like, you don't need to be stressed, you're smart, you'll get into college, and I'm like, okay, but how do I figure out anything here? Hmm? don't know. Shit's wacky, you know? Alright. Bonk, bonk, bonk. I'll leave this corner one here for light purposes, but everything else can go. Alright, let's get out of here. So now we'll just do this number over and over and over again. I forget how exhausting this is the closer I get to the front of everything. Alright, give me some of these back. Oops, okay, leave that there. Yum. Plop, plop, plop. Considering going to get some ice cream, as I do sometimes. Give. I need these. About like this. Grab this and this. Shit. Oopsie. Oopsie daisy. Yum. Bump, bump, bump. Dunk, dunk, dunk. I'm gonna pick these back up. Considering getting ice cream, it is becoming less of a consideration and more of I'm gonna go get ice cream soon. Okay, we gotta put the rest of the stuff upstairs. Yeah, ice cream might be the move. Goes in here. Stone we'll put there, and then this here. Oosh. Whoops. It's fine, there's stuff down here I need to grab anyways. Okay. Let's see. Where are our stats at for, like, items? What is this? Why is that at the top? Gravel's pretty up there. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Times used. Oh yeah, we're getting there. Eat. Alright, give me this. This Delta room. It is. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go get ice cream. We get some gravel. We get some clay out of this. Maybe one of these days I can talk. Let's do this a bit till we can get out of this dirt patch. What song is this? Ghost's Pumpkin Song? Oh, soup. Ghost's Pumpkin Soup. For Pumpkin Hill. Nice. Alright. Oh, I'm out of torches. Back, figuring out why I'm going to Spain. Understandable, understandable. That's the vibe. How's that going, by the way? Is all your, like, paperwork stuff going well? It's a stressful way to game at the moment. Gotcha. I don't know how they figure out whether to, like, approve or deny a visa. Hello? Where did you come from? Oh. Okay, hold on. Let me deal with this real quick. Yeah, I've never understood that. They're like, you get to come, you don't get to live here, though. You specifically. And then they're like, why? And they're like, the vibes. The vibes were off. I wish I was a visa person. You don't have good vibes, and this country needs the best of vibes. Otherwise, people are gonna leave, so... You're gone. You're done. You're done. We'll throw this in here. Plonk, and then... What? This. Let's deal with this real quick. The visa for Spain isn't that picky. Nice. I'd hope not. I hope that's not how they actually do visa stuff. That'd be funny, but it'd be very sad. For students at least, gotcha. Oh yeah, you're doing it for like an abroad thing, aren't you? That should give you like at least a lot. That gives you a decent amount of leeway, doesn't it? Should make things like simpler, right? Unless I'm wrong. Let's see, where am I at? Here. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. It's fine. 48. Okay, so one more down. It's fine. Yeah, you're abroad. They love that. They do love that. They should. If they don't let you in, I will riot. Let them know your internet friend will figure. I'll do something. I'll do something. I don't know what, but never mind. Gotta go again. Ow! Fuck you. Get out of here. You're not wanted. Look at him spinning. Can you even swim, bro? You're hitting yourself, dumb bitch. What are you gonna do? Hit me? Dumber. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. It surprised me so bad when water started coming in, and I was like, what the fuck? But I didn't do anything. You know what I want to do? We're gonna do this number. Let's pull this number real quick. And it gives you air? That's one strategy, I guess. You could just bring beds with you and sleep briefly at night. What just dropped? It's just a particle. Just a sec. Alright, so it turns out it's go time. I can't. Oh man, I might stream again later. But change of plans, I have to go to lunch. So even though I like ate mildly recently, whatever, it's fine. I have to leave. I don't want to leave before Pops gets back, but I can't like. I gotta go though. I have to leave. I don't want to. I feel bad leaving before they get back, but I can't like. I'll put a message in chat. Yeah, I'll put a message in chat if they don't get back by the time I'm ended. Fuck it. This is sad. Sag. Okay. Here, let's... Alright, yeah, I gotta end. I have to get ready. I have to go get food. For some reason. And we're like, sudden change of plans. The worst enemy. Okay. Yeah, so I'll maybe stream again. Probably not, though. Probably not, because we're gonna go get food, get back, and then I pretty much have to get ready to leave to go do a different thing, and then when I get back from that thing, I have to leave to go do a different thing. Anyways, so, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to wait till tomorrow to stream again then, unfortunately. So, yes, good song. Ending on a good song. I was having such a good vibe. It's fine. Okay. So I will see you probably tomorrow. Tomorrow's probably the next go ahead. But yeah. Okay. Coolio. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye.